management, according to the faculty, they are the best. I'm not here, I told them, I'm not going to grill or roast them. I'm going to have a good session. People say we are very biased. We always say female first. But today, I'm going to break that, thing which people around keep on saying, that we always believe in female first. So I will start with the student Neil today, being a male. So welcome Neil to Aspiring Life channel.
Thank you.
And I'm Chaitali Sengupta from Aspiring Life.
Hi, ma'am.
Welcoming you, and I already had a good session with them. I enjoyed thinking my student days were back. So Neil, give your introduction and about your family first.
So my name is Neil Sethia. I am a student of BSc Clinical Psychology. I'm currently in my last year of in my 6th semester. I live with both of my parents, my mom and my father. I have an elder brother and a dog that I very much love. I actually come from a very academic background. Both of my parents are professors, and my mother is here in SGT University serving as the Associate Dean in Pharmacy, and my father was at Lingya Peets as the Director of Architecture.
Hold. You just said your mother is from SGT University?
Yes.
So, do you get some special marks or special treatments? Is it because, Neil, your mother is a professor here, you took the decision to be here? Or what was it for choosing SGT? Because nowadays, the Gen Z or whatever this generation, they revolt. They have their own choices. So was it forced by your parents, since your mother is here in SGT, you also have to be here in SGT? Or was it a joint decision? What makes you sit here and study in SGT?
I would be lying if I said that it wasn't a factor. I actually looked for a lot of institutes for psychology because psychology.
And that to clinical psychology.
That to clinical psychology. For BA, we have all of government schools, and I even took admission into DU initially, and I gave interviews for other universities as well. But in my school life, I was a very introverted child. I genuinely did not talk with people. I did not really interact much. So with my college life, I wanted it to be completely different. I wanted to explore. I wanted to learn how to dance. I wanted to go into every club, go into every society. So I asked my parents, what is the best place for that? And my mother, coming from here, she said, try it here. There are so many clubs. There are like 80 academic clubs. There is like so many fests happening. I think last year we had over 1,300 events, and yes. I think I participated in at least 300 of those.
Oh, lovely, Neil, lovely.
So in my first year only, I joined like 4 clubs, and even now I hold positions in like 3 of them.
So what the position they called when you held in these clubs?
I was the joint secretary for ANVEA, the student academic body. I was one of the core founding members for Happiness Club, Reiki Center. And I was the council member of Manthan, the MUN and Debate Club.
Lovely. You just said and mentioned you used to be an introvert student, but this Neil sitting here with me, I just know him for maybe half an hour, but too early to comment, but I can assess or comment with my experience, you have transformed. So do you give this transformation because of SGT, because of all the friends you met here, of all the ambience you got in SGT?
Ma'am, I think that it's a very huge role because SGT University, it gives you a lot of opportunities to grow. If you want to do something, our teachers are never there to stop you. In fact, they're just like, do it. Nobody is going to stop you. But you have to take that initiative. You have to take that jump. And the moment you do, you find yourself in a completely different world. You find yourself exploring.
With a different person.
Yeah, a completely different person.
You said, being an introvert person, I'm very curious to know, Neil, what made you choose clinical psychology? Because the patients will come, they will creep, they will give a long history of what is happening. There will be lots of age groups who will be coming. And an introvert psychologist, they will not welcome. So how that combination goes?
So it actually started in my 10th grade.
Okay.
And I was sitting in my class, and I used to always sit in my class, did not used to. People used to come to me and they would just tell me, they would just start talking, they would just tell me about their crushes, because that's honestly what they do. And they would tell me.
So a psychologist was born hearing how crushes were crushed, right?
Even here in my first year, I think the major thing that I heard from my students and my classmates was, okay, he has a crush on her, she has a crush on him, and they would just come and tell me.
I
Like,
think
let's go.
you would be a very good psychologist because you're an amazing listener. That's the reason people come to you.
I definitely hope so.
Your final year, you are into clinical psychology. How the eligibility procedure happened here, how the exam pattern, what are the subjects involved, both practical, theoretical. We want to know a brief about it from Neil. The journey of an introvert guy to a future extrovert psychologist.
So the way that admission in SGT works, specifically for BSc Clinical Psychology, is that it is based on your CUET or your board marks. So I personally did not do that well for my boards. I did a PCP, so I got like 88%. But I did really well on my CUET exams, and I had a 195 out of 200 in psychology.
Oh, lovely. Amazing marks.
So I came here, I met Manjeet Bhajwa sir, and he took my interview, admissions office mein, and sir asked me a few questions majorly about what you want to do, why do you want to come here, and he offered me tea, and I just remember blabbing with my mother there. I remember meeting our advisor, I remember blabbing to her as well. And I just keep going like
a full session of ragging.
Full. And I just remember thinking like, okay, this is a slight change. This is not my actual personality. This is something that I could do. And that was my admissions.
We want to know about the education, the exams pattern of SGT.
So the exam pattern has recently changed. Now we have a continuous assessment system that is very similar to European countries or US countries, US based countries. And the way that it works is that for every subject that we have 4 units in that, and out of those we have 3 continuous tests rather than one final exam that everybody just ends up mugging through anyways. So along with that, we have research experiments, we have research based studies that we could partake in, and that our teachers actually encourage us to present and even publish. So I have presented over, I think, 10 papers, and I even am a co-author in a published Q4 paper.
We want to know about that, publication and the...
So with publication, you write a paper with your supervisor, you take it forward, you ask your supervisor, I have this one journal, I want to send it there. My paper got published in an international journal. So Anita ma'am was my supervisor, and I remember just going to her every single day and I was like, ma'am, we are submitting this paper, we are doing this, we are doing this. And after 6 months, it was done. We have got our paper published. It was a major, I think, out of the entire bachelor students, I'm probably the second or the third person to actually get a paper published in Q4. And all because of Anita ma'am.
I'm speechless because when you started, I'm an introvert, right? And then I want my papers to be done. Sitting here, I could understand your transformation. So, you are going to introduce yourself. From where are you? Where from you have done your studies? What course are you pursuing here? And why you are being called one of the best students of SGT?
I don't know how they assess best students. I'm really honored to be called that. But I am Anvesha. I am currently doing my master's in clinical psychology. So I'm also from the psychology department, the School of Behavioral Sciences. And I am originally from Madhya Pradesh. So I'm not a resident of Delhi NCR. Okay. So I came to Delhi during my bachelor's. I did my bachelor's from Delhi University in Keshav Mahavidyalaya. There I did my bachelor's in psychology itself. And then when that was over, I was left with a question as to what to do,
next,
where to do, what next, right? And I did give the CUET also. And I did also have many options open, but I had a word with my HOD of my bachelor's department in BU, and she recommended SGT to me. Okay. So the faculty here is so renowned. The advisor, Vahida ma'am, she is nationally renowned as a psychologist. Okay. So I honestly did not know so much because bachelor's mein kaun itna padhai pe dhyan deta hai, to be honest. But when I wanted to go for my master's, my faculty members recommended SGT to me because they knew the faculty here, they knew how enriched the education is here, and more than books. And that is something which I've noticed being here and coming from a government institute. I was also honestly a little skeptical ki private mein padhai hoti hai ki nahi, kya hota hai. But coming here, I have definitely seen not a transformation like Neil, but definitely a change in my perspective of the world from my first semester to now that I'm in the last leg of my course. So it's been a huge journey.
Yeah, it's a huge journey, and I was in awe because students of this generation, they want everything in private universities because they think private universities gives them more of comfort zone, a AC, which is also here, a good life, a good faculty with a good lab, with good classroom with podiums, very good bunk beds, good food, so gym, cafe, whatnot. But you are a student who is very confused that क्या पढ़ाई होता है private university में. I think इसलिए faculty ने बोला कि one of the best, ये research work नहीं बोलते. I want to know the eligibility, how you know entered SGT, और इसका पढ़ाई लिखाई, ये entire journey, the courses and the curriculum they follow, about theoretical and practical knowledge is taught here.
Okay, so for my admissions, we also went through a round of screening where our CUT PG scores were taken into consideration. After that, we had an interview, and we were asked also if it is possible to come for a campus visit so that we can be familiar with the university. And I think the campus visit was when I made my mind to come to this university, because I've been to many campuses. There are a bunch of universities which offer masters in psychology, especially in the Delhi NCR area. But I chose SGT. The most standing out aspect was the hospital that we have within the campus.
Yes.
So being a student of clinical psychology, I would want to work with patients in real time. And I'm proud to say that currently I have more than a year of experience working under supervisions before I am graduating, because now that I'm going into the real world, I can see myself standing out a little bit more
as a psychologist.
As a psychologist, I'm already working under supervision because the university has provided me with those options and those opportunities.
Have you got the opportunity to deal with any cases?
Yes.
Sitting face to face the way we are sitting?
Yes.
How was the first experience, the first day? We want to hear from the horse's mouth, and it's you.
It was so nerve-wracking. So my mentor is a counseling psychologist, and before we went to our first session,
your counseling was done.
Yeah, my counseling was done. We called it supervision in our psychology terms. So we are sat down, we are told exactly how to behave, not to be nervous, because even if we are nervous, it shows. The client is not dumb, they will understand that. Right, so those things were taught to us slowly. The most important was she was with me before the session and after the session. So right after the session, I went to her, I told her everything that happened, and she said, "It's okay, you were nervous. It's okay." I thought the client would never come back, but somehow she liked my company, she enjoyed it, and more than anything, they've taught me to create a warmth around me, an energy and aura, which every individual who interacts with me also can account for. So with clients, it is a plus, but also more than that, I've now been trained by my supervisors and my faculty
how to be
members.
familiar with them.
Yes, I feel like I am a lot more confident dealing with the world now. Any individual who comes, I have a value which I've increased and saw in myself increasing, because earlier and now I can say that yes, I know this, I know how to do this, and I'm confident in myself. So that's the biggest thing I've learned here.
I think in whatever industry we work, in whatever we do, even if we're cooking, confidence is the main mantra. Do you agree as a psychologist?
Definitely. And so the role that university has played in, we also have a peer listening training program in the university, which honestly I've not seen in any other university in the country. I don't know if there
are just brief about it. What happens? I want to know.
The peer listening program is actually a training program for students. So we are from psychology background, so we are taught certain skills which are not just about being a psychologist, but also being a good human being, about being somebody who stands out, and
into public relations, more about public relations.
Yes, so we are taught that. So there's a training program called Peer Listeners, done by a well-being unit, Calm Spaces, under SEEPS, which is also the most unique thing I've seen in this university. SEEPS is a platform where they are not teaching the students, but they're teaching the teachers how to cope up with the new generation. So in SEEPS, it is the Center for Andragogical and Pedagogical Sciences, right? So they are teaching andragogical students, pedagogical teachers. So they are teaching teachers how to teach the new generation. So it's not simple blackboard, whiteboard education.
Or
It's
only
not,
the teacher-students ratio, throwing
yes,
chalks.
exactly. It's a lot more than that. We are taught how our classroom can transform into a learning platform. Teacher is more than just a teacher; they are more of a facilitator. They're
And they're
facilitating.
they are also becoming more friendly with this generation, I
Yes,
guess.
they are teaching through different activities. Every class that I have after my training with seats and the teachers also, no classes are without an activity. Activities make us actually learn by doing, and that I think is the biggest mantra that I've focused and found in this university, that I'm not just learning. My learning is out of my books. It's actually doing.
Practical, you're doing.
Yes. So that is something which SEEPS teaches, and a student initiative of it is Calm Spaces, and there they are training students into practices like psychological first aid, which every individual should know. So, just a physical first aid hota hai, where you know if somebody is wounded, you do Dettol and a basic
Yes.
bandage. So you know, you must have also been seeing around the internet, people are having panic attacks, they are being worried,
Anxiety
and
attacks,
people don't know
stress,
how
yes.
to do. You
How to
can't-
cope up with.
Yes, you don't simply just offer them water, you also help them calm down. And those skills are what are being taught in the peer listening program, along with how to build your confidence, how to communicate better, how to relate with any individual you're having a conversation with, listening better, everything, not to just psychology students, but every other student, so that हर बच्चा जो आगे फील्ड में जाएगा उसको पता होगा कि even a
Day
doctor,
one say, you know, you
Yes.
feel like a psychologist when you
Yes.
enter SGT. My question, you have not done your bachelor's from here. Would you suggest the newcomers to do bachelor's, master's both from SGT?
I think I would, because so in my experience, I love my due days. Do not get me wrong. I love every single day
Absolutely.
of being a student there. But there's a lot more that this university has to offer as compared to any other institute, because they are not giving you a linear way of knowledge. They are giving you a multi-directional approach. So they are not simply teaching you in the books. They are taking you out of the university. They are taking you to the hospital. They are taking you to counseling units. They are connecting you with internships. They are connecting you with subject matter experts of whatever you want. We have different programs coming up where they are not only getting us placements, but they're also teaching us how to sit in placements, how to communicate in placements, how to stand out in group discussions, how to, cut through the competition that already is, especially in the field like psychology that has boomed up after the COVID-19 that we had. So
Lovely.
I
I'm
would
just
definitely
hearing you.
recommend.
I'm sitting with a fantastic psychologist. I'm speechless. You said you are very overwhelmed, that your faculty said you are one of the best. I'm now understanding why they said you are the best. Coming next to her. Hello. You have been a wonderful listener. We all were chatting, and now it's your turn. Introduce yourself, your family background. What are you studying? We'll start with that.
Okay, so I am Agrama. I am a student of English Honors. I'm currently in my third year.
Did I hear it's English honors? Yeah.
It is.
I also did my English honors. So Wordsworth, Shakespeare, are we going to discuss, or something more?
Maybe more.
Maybe more. So English honors, SGT.
Yeah.
Why SGT for English honors?
Okay, that's a really good question. So my background has always been, since 12th, I did PCMB. So that was
PCMB.
Yeah. So,
And English honors.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I understand. I had done my English honors, did law, half the way I left, joined MBA, did for 2 months, left, and I'm here being an entrepreneur. Understand. ऐसे ही होता है सबके साथ. I'm not alone in this field. Chalo, got somebody else. Let's start. PCMB and English honors.
We are actually encouraged to read in English more than in Hindi.
Yes.
Especially if your parents are teachers. And they have been around and they've interacted with people, and they're like, you have to be good in English. So reading in English is encouraged, and from there I got into literature. But then you understand to get into poets like Shakespeare, and then
Wordsworth, Shelley,
and then to understand Dickens, you need to have some understanding. And you need help.
And then you come with Robert Browning.
Oh yeah. To get that exposure itself, you need help. So for my bachelor's, I really wanted to go into a university where I would get into that. But every family background is like, if you're done medical, go for medical, give NEET, and I'm like, I'm not interested in.
I mean, किसी और का सपना बच्चे पे थोप दो.
So from there, I was like somewhere nearby. So university is actually quite near to me. And a lot of my friends are here, a lot of family friends that we've been interacting with the whole life, they're here. And from there, we got to understand about the SGT University. That and the fact that the buses are going to be seen all around Delhi NCR. So wherever you're going to see SGT University. You're going under the metro, you're going to see SGT University. I'm like, okay, so that's worth checking out.
मैंने खुली आंखें में भी एसजीटी देखो, बंद आंख में भी अब एसजीटी देखते देखते एसजीटी में दाखिल ले। What was your eligibility procedure?
Okay, so again, CVT and 10th and 12th marks, they actually matter. So I had submitted that. We came for PI. Professor Saurabh sir was there for humanities. He came in, he asked questions. We had a talk, and that felt really comfortable because I've always heard about interviews, personal interviews, and they're going to be make it or break it, and this is it. You're going to do it or not. So I was really nervous, but when sir sat down, he shook my hand and then he started asking questions. Why are you interested and what are your interests and how do you got into literature and why do you want to study here? That was a really comfortable setting. And the faculty actually feels friendly. So at that moment, all the tension that I had, whether I'm going to get in or not, that was it.
That was done on the very first day after talking to your sorors.
Yeah.
Haven't they asked you PCMB and English honors?
Oh, they did. Everybody did ask me, do
A lot
you
of
want to
raised
study
eyebrows.
literature, or are your parents forcing you into it? I'm like, it's quite opposite. My parents want me to medical. I'm like,
I'm very great to ask. Have you really appeared for NEET?
oh yeah.
Did you crack NEET?
I didn't want to, so I made sure I did.
Lovely. That's called revolution. Does this generation have the guts to say on camera, I didn't want to do an engineering or be an MBA? I want English literature. And I went and did not do my paper well. Fantastic. That's take a lot of courage to fulfill your dream. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. So we all in English honors to the Skylark and to a Skylark. There was a fight between Shelley and Wordsworth, right? I read it a long back. Correct me if I'm wrong. So your journey may be like that. NEET versus English honors. Family, log kya kahenge? Your friends, mostly relatives versus you alone. How you fight it. I mean, how you fought it rather.
It's more of a question on yourself, if you actually want to do it and would you be able to do it. So my family did ask me, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I want to do literature. And at the moment, I was not really sure how I'm going to go about my life. And I'm pretty sure not many students in their bachelors are sure what they want to do with their life. So I think that's something to be let go. So that was a conversation that we had with our parents. And I'm like, I'm going to try. And then as everybody goes, you go into coaching centers, you prepare for NEET. Over there, it is being told that this is life and this is it if you crack it. But
in your mind, that naughty girl was saying, whatever जितना भी पढ़ाओ, जिस कोचिंग में भी भेजो, हम तो fail करके आएंगे, हमने ठान लिया है बस. Was something like that going inside your mind?
From actually in the coaching center, I really understood that medical, engineering, architecture
is not your forte.
It's not my forte, and they are important to get the society going.
But it's not for you.
It's not for me, and that is not something I can live for. So I'm gonna go for literature, something that gives me life. So that is how I came in, and my parents.
I think with you, I'm getting emotional because सबको होता है किसी तरह बाबू डॉक्टर बन जा, पैसा कमाओ, चैम्बर खोलने से 1000 तो आ ही जाता है, फिर एमडीबी में पैसा डालो. वहां पे एक बच्चा पीसीएमबी देके जब डिसाइड करते जो भी करो, पापा मम्मी घर वाले बाहर वाले दोस्तों सो कॉल्ड रिलेटिव्स, मैं तो फेल करके आऊंगी और लिटरेचर करूंगी. इसको भी बोलते हैं कॉन्फिडेंस ऑन योरसेल्फ. अपने सपना को पूरा करना बहुत जरूरी है. आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाट सिगमंड फ्रॉयड ड्रीम में भी हम लोग अगर बोले या अदर ऑलवेज से कि अपना सपना पूरा करो. आई थिंक यू आर एन एग्जाम्पल हु डिड इट. And I think everybody here today is very proud of you. Because psychologist है, संभाल लेंगे. लेकिन जब उस पेशेंट को थोड़ी सी पोइट्री की जरूरत होगी तो आप आ जाओगे. आप लिटरेचर से भी बहुत कुछ ट्रीट हो सकता है ना. क्योंकि हम लोग देखते हैं ना पेशेंट गोज, आपका हॉबीज क्या है? कुछ नहीं, हम लोग रील्स देखते हैं. लेकिन अगर आप किसी को बोलोगे थोड़ी आप ये किताब पढ़ो ना, थ्रिलर इंटरेस्टिंग है, आप पढ़ोगे। सब हर एक सब्जेक्ट एक दूसरे से ना जुड़ी हुई है, जैसे हम लोग का टिश्यू, सेल्स, वेन्स जुड़ा हुआ है, बीट साइकोलॉजी, बीट इंग्लिश ऑनर्स, बीट एवरीथिंग, all subjects are connected. Do you agree on that?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Over there, I really understood that, of course, I'm going to need all this information, and the information I had in my 12th, I'm really
Right.
grateful for that. And it helps you understand a lot. And to understand literature, you need to have information about politics, history, psychology, finance, everything that was going on. So basically, literature is a combination of all the subjects that you're ever going to study. So I'm happy for that.
But the saddest and the scariest part, formula आप रट सकते हो, you can puke, है ना? शेक्सपियर का इतना मोटे मोटे, शेली ने इतना कुछ लिख दिया, किट्स ने, वर्ड्सवर्थ ने, रॉबर्ट ब्राउनिंग ने है, उसको याद करके जब आता है ना, कोटेशन उठा के किसने बोला क्या बोला, how was that journey?
Okay, so when I came into the university, the teaching style is really good. Trust me, I'm really grateful for all the professors that I have, all the new professors that are joining the faculty. I am really happy with the teaching standards and how they are being taught. They actually discuss the syllabus with us, that this is your syllabus. Why do you think we have added this? So, why do you think this is the name of your subject? And I'm like, wow, that's a good question.
That's really a good question.
So, we do understand why we are studying it. We understand what we are studying and how it is going to help you in your life moving forward. So, about how you're going to remember it and not, our teachers also do this one thing. Whenever we have a free period to engage, the seniors actually do ask the juniors, do you want classes on this one topic that I studied? Okay. I can explain it really well, and that is really interesting, and we do actually do this.
I mean, your senior comes sit with you and discuss the topic.
Yeah,
Lovely.
we have also done that for juniors as well. That this is the topic that we studied yesterday with our professors, and you're going to study it when you're third year. If you know about it now, it's going to be hell lot of interesting when you're studying in your third year. So that is something that we really.
So what's the ratio? One senior with 5 students, 10 students, or 1-to-1? How is it?
It's almost as if one senior has studied it and they're interested in it, you can take the whole class or the group of students that are interested in it.
Even a whole class?
Oh yeah.
And that is allowed?
Our professors are really good.
And where these classes are being conducted? In the classroom or bahar mein?
Our classes are conducted anywhere the students want. So if you want to stay in the AC, as you said, we stay in the AC. If you want under the tree, if you're studying Wordsworth, it's going to be
under the tree, any day. So, नीट के साथ वर्ड्सवर्थ का लड़ाई में, शेक्सपियर का लड़ाई में, शेक्सपियर जीत गया है. And I think सब बोलेगा, you too, Brutus. But that was not a very bad thing, but she did a right thing, choosing her own career. Today, before the concluding this amazing, which I don't want to really stop, I want to go on with this best 3, persons of SGT, a promising future ahead with them. I want to say, जबरदस्ती डॉक्टर मत बनो, इंजीनियर ना बनो. अगर आप वो नहीं बनते हो तो आपका जिंदगी खत्म नहीं होते, क्योंकि कहीं और दरवाजा है जो खुला हुआ है आप लोगों के लिए. Psychology is doing amazing, English literature doing. By the way, what's your future plan? I missed that to ask you.
Okay, so actually university also provides internship. So I have been the head editor of the official university magazine.
She is the head editor
for the official university magazine. So you gain the experience as well. So publishing industries are open. Our professors are also ready to take extra classes if you want for masters. So that is also an option for assistant professor. So
after your graduation, master.
Yeah.
रोटी रोजी क्या करोगे? ये तो सब पूछेंगे. तुझे बोला था ना तू डॉक्टर बन जा, तू बने नहीं. इंग्लिश ऑनर्स के बाद ग्रेजुएशन करोगे, मास्टर्स करोगे, उसके बाद क्या करोगे रोटी रोजी के लिए?
Okay, so if this is a confusion over what you're going to do after literature, there are many lines that are open. We know how to do screenplay writings. So you can go over there. Media is an option that is open. Interviews, as you have been doing it, maybe one day, that is also an option. Assistant professor
in some
industries.
I wish 3 of you a very happy journey together, and it's my pleasure. I think this is the staple breakfast, the healthy breakfast I ever had, sitting with these promising persons. They are really promising. They know what they want. They know what they wanted. You, here in this session, you guys taught me a lot of things. It's a privilege from the entire family of Aspiring Life. I'm very grateful that I'm sitting with you, and I'm wishing you all the best. Thank you.